Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my shop. Welcome to my channel. My name's Keith and I'm your host. Come on in. Let's see what our next video is all about. Was that the hole, or was that was the hole? Okay. All right, on with the show. All right, we're behind the clothing, and we're going to be working on this entire area right in here. We have a couple new products, couple new names that we're going to be bringing into my videos. Not because I'm doing a review on them or anything other than that. These items I have chosen. One, I just put up the hot shot oven and kill them here. I want to be doing some lost wax castings, and I also occasionally will be doing some heat treating and things like that. Stan has already provided us with the hot shot 1200 here, and Chris just dropped a duplex oven in my lap. Now both of these items I wanted to purchase, but they have dropped them in my lap, and I'm not going to bring any buffs, you know, or beefs about that. But I actually was ready to order them myself. So this is like my plasma cam. Okay, my plasma cam I did buy outright, and I did videos, and I just took you along the ride. Okay, and that's what I'm going to be doing here. The phase converter has always been an issue with the noise in the background of my videos. And here, just late last fall there, right around Christmas time or so, Stan at Bar Z Industrial called Chris and said, "Hey, I watch Keith's videos and I can't stand that phase converter running in the background." He says, "We got to do something about that." And the reason why I have the phase converter is, and everybody asks, you know, how come the power company hasn't put in or hooked up my three-phase? There's a situation on the property here where three-phase comes in, goes down the pole, and then is dispersed in many different buildings for the landlord's business and these other buildings, outlets, and mine. And by code, they want a meter bank with one shut-off. So if they had an emergency to come in here and they needed to put out a fire or handle something and they need to shut off that power, they need to shut it off with one lever. The updated codes have brought that into need. To put in that meter bank, it's X amount of dollars. Also, since COVID hit and everything else, this kind of really prolonged it. But I have donated or invested $5 grand into the meter bank to help along with the process. And we're working up getting the electrician to come and do it, because it's a unique job. And so anyway, we're still waiting, and that's still going to happen. doesn't have to happen today, tomorrow, whatever. But the noise in the back of my videos has been a deterrent. There's been a few other things that deterrent videos as well. You know, the ex-partner. In fact, actually, I just got back from 5-week vacation, and she wanted to go back into court, and she needed some money, and she needed the insurance that she was going to get money from me after I died. And anyway, you know, during my fight for freedom, you really can appreciate and know what you're fighting for, and it's worth the freedom. Let me tell you. So we got back from vacation and everything, and I'm swamped. I don't want to talk politics, but Biden economics creates a situation where people have to repair, or they have to make because they can't get. When the local Ford dealer calls you and wants to know if you can face a flywheel, clutch assembly type of thing because he no longer has any stock, is a sign. There's a lot of things that come in, and you notice it even in the materials and stuff like that. But anyway, my shop is flourishing right now. But I'm taking today off because I'm changing out the phase converter, because through Stan's request there, and everybody watching my videos can coincide, we're going to see if we can put a phase converter in here from American Rotary and lessen that sound. So this phase converter, American Rotary, is a project that I'm working on right now, and I got to clear some area out here, and we're going to be changing that around, and we're going to see if we can lessen this background noise so it's not interfering with my videos as much. There's the noise level of the phase converter running all by itself without any of my other machines running. Alright, let me get to it. We're going to see what it's like after I replace it with American Rotary phase converter. Alright, we're in here ready to change our maxi phase converter. And not to be any pun, we got this phase converter from Rick Jackson in Pennsylvania, I believe he is. Yeah. And it got us out of the jam. It got us up and running. Okay. It does have some noise issues, and that's why we're changing it out, because this is the request of my viewers. All right, I had lunch, and then I dug out, I had extra material from when I hooked this thing up originally. This will come in handy to make the third run that we're going to need to be able to mount our capacitor box on the wall and just leave the motor on the floor, so we won't have that much more to sit there and vibrate with the motor. The motor is going to be rubber mounted on the deck as well. All right, so we're going to open up our box here as soon as I get the screwdriver in the slot here. Okay, and there we have it. So we're just going to disconnect our 5 leads right there and pull our 2 lines, and we'll be able to get this thing right on out of the way. Get it over here where we can get it with the forklift. Okay, we rolled the idler motor on the side so that we can get to the peckerhead box here and get that connection wired up, and then we'll feed that'll come on up to the control box, which we have here, and we're going to mount that on the wall right here. We've got the motor buttoned up down here. We brought the leads up here. We just finished buttoning up the idler connections. That's what you call the motor on the floor, is the idler. The only thing left is to hook up our switch control and our light connections there. the idler comes up to here. So you have the 3 legs from the idler right here. The single phase comes in to these 2 lugs here and feeds into the bank, goes through the capacitors and through the 2 legs going down to the idler. It generates the 3rd leg here, and that 3rd leg is then fed back in with 2 from the single phase side and runs over to the panel to create the 3 phase. Alright, I think we're going to like it being up here because we'll just turn on our breaker. This will always be excited, and then it'll be the switch to turn on the idler down there. And I think we're ready to go ahead and connect this up here, put the cover on here, and give it a test run. I think we're ready for a test. We got our cover on, screws on there. We like that. It's nice and solid. Of course, this is going to be dropped. These won't be here in the way. And we'll put the covers on after our test here. We're in off. You can hear my air compressor. Okay, air compressor. I could have just hit the breaker, but I wanted to let it cycle. Okay, power to the phase converter. Alright, I don't know if that light is supposed to be on when there's power to it. Start. Quieter or not quieter? We'll have to compare the videos. I actually kind of think it is quieter. We'll find out. Okay, now the next thing I need to test is, do I have the right combination of 3-phase feeding my machine? So I need to do a direction test on one machine, and then we'll know whether I have to switch a wire or not on my main panel there. And then I can put my covers on here, and we can get this show on the road here. All right. We're gonna turn on some breakers. All right, we're good there. All right, I'm gonna test the direction of my my lathe. It's running in the right direction. My mill's running in the right direction. My bridgeboard's running in the right direction. So I believe I got everything's ready to go. All right, that little bit of noise, we're going to see if that interferes with videos there. I think Stan, for mentioning to Chris, I thank Chris for helping Tom Lipton with changing out his phase converter. I thank Tom for sending me this idler assembly with all the new box and all of that. And there we have it. Alright, so I'm running on American Rotary phase converter. So in my videos, when you hear or you don't hear my phase converter come on, you'll know that I am. This is to be up here. We're going to be putting a new bench and all kinds of things in here that we're going to be creating. So you going to be looking at it all the time. And at least I can come over here now and I can turn on and off, and I don't have to open up panels and flip switches and all of that kind of stuff, because I got the phase converter right here, right now. Awesome. Hey, I can't wait till tomorrow. I hope I remember to shut this thing off. Okay, seems that everything is working fine until the next video. Kid or done.